Welcome to my channel. Listen to this. Listen to this. Do not click away. This one statement can change the future of your life forever. Your mind is the architect. Your mind is the architect of your life. Your mind is the architect of your future. Your mind is the architect of anything you can think of, you can create. Anything you can think of, you can create. See your mind as the architect. See your body as the worker. It is the garage that holds all the tools. Your body is the garage that holds all the tools, but the tools are within your subconscious mind. Whatever you want is in your subconscious mind. It's already there. But you have to allow your mind to percolate, to emulate, to create, to surface. You have to take yourself out of the state of the physical state. Don't live in a physical state. Live in the architect of your mind. What do I mean by that? Every night when you go to bed, every morning when you get up, whatever you want to do, whatever your desire is, whatever your dreams are, whatever you're working on, whatever you want in life, put that into your mind. You're in a physical form right now. Before you even go to sleep, before you go into that state, before you go to sleep, that first 10 minutes, first 15 minutes, find a quiet space and put that thought into your mind. First, I want to make this clear. This is not materializing things out of nothing. That's bullshit. What you are doing is you're allowing your brain to design it. Think of your brain as the architect. Think of your body as the worker. Think of your mind as the creator. Think of your body as the canvas. Think of your mind as the painter. Think of your body as the paint. Think of your mind as the water flowing constantly under the bridge. Your mind is the water flowing constantly under the bridge. It's constantly creating, constantly recreating, constantly inventing. I can't say the word constantly. That is the water of your body. That is the life of your body. That life essence. I call it essence. I call it source in my book. In the book of Common Point, I call it source. How to connect to source. I get excited and I stumble on my words because I'm basically connecting to that part of my essence. And I'm trying to blur it all out at the same time. Because I don't make notes and I don't do all this bullshit the people do to make videos. It's a stream of consciousness from me. It's just coming from me to you. And I try to capture it in a video. When I capture it in a video, you can take it, you can learn from it, you can grow from it. It's a subconscious state. Bring it into a conscious state. Subconscious state, bring it into a conscious state. So, whatever you want, take that 10 minutes, that 15 minutes before you go to sleep. That is that open door time. Before you go to sleep, just lay there and put it in your mind's eye, what you want. Put it in your mind's eye, what you see. See it. Literally see it like you can touch it. Whatever you want. The love of your life, the job of your life, the career of your life, the future of your life. Better health. Whatever you want. Put it in your mind. And I'm going to say this again and again and again. It's not materializing things. That is bullshit. You can't just go poof when something happens. It doesn't happen that way. What it does is your mind, you digest it in your mind and you just see it. Someday you just see it. There it is. That's what I want. It's right there. Now I can physically touch it. I can physically do it. But you got to put it in your mind. See it like this. Your mind is a flowing river. It's a constant flowing river. It never stops. It just keeps going. Your body is the bridge for the river. Your body is your bridge for the river, so you can stand there and you look down at the water and say, that is the flow. That is essence. That is life. That's creation. That's me creating whatever I want. If you think that way, you'll create whatever you want. Anything you want in life. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. So how do you do this? In the morning and at night. Spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't care. Don't burn yourself out. But just find a quiet place where you can think. You put into your mind what you want. You flow it into your mind what you want. What do you want? What do you want? Or what do you don't want? Think about it. Just think about it. And let it go. Just let it go. And in the morning, try to retrieve it. When you wake up in the morning, don't run off and do this and run off and do that and run off and do that. Don't get caught up into that physical world. It's the physical world that keeps us from doing what we want to do. It is the physical world around us that blocks us from what we really want to do. It's not the subconscious world. The subconscious world will give you whatever you want. But it is the physical world, the physical walls. See the bridge as a viewpoint. See the bridge, as I say, as a viewpoint for your subconscious river that's flowing all the time. See your body. See your body, your physical form as the worker. That is the worker. That is the machine that does the work, does the physical labor. See your mind as the architect. That is the creator of your future. That's the creator of your life. It is not the physical body that creates your life. The physical body is just the work from the creator, the mind. Think of it like this. You're a blacksmith. And you're working, you got horses, and you've got to shoe the horses, and you've got to fix the wagons. You got to do all the stuff that's in your barn, right? You got to physically do things. But you first, in your mind, have to create it. You have to make a shoe for a horse. And the one that you're making has to be smaller than what you have. You have to think about how you're going to do that. What tools are you going to use? How hard does it have to be? How do you hammer it? How do you make it fit? That's the physical part. But it all comes from the subconscious mind. Back to the river and the water metaphor, okay? See your subconscious as a constant flowing river. See your subconscious mind. It's there. It's just this river always flowing. It never, ever stops. See your body as the worker. The body is the machine. But it does stop. The body does stop. It doesn't stop. Some of it doesn't stop completely, like your heart doesn't stop, your lungs don't stop. But when you sleep, when you rest, you stop. You rest your hands. You rest your eyes. Your breathing rests. Your hearing rests. You're not perspiring. You're resting your legs. You're resting your organs. You're resting your body. The reason we have a body is to perform the work of the subconscious mind. The only reason we have a body is to perform the work from the subconscious mind. Think about that. So if you can put yourself on that plane, on that higher plane, don't think of yourself as a worker. Think of yourself as a creator. Don't think of yourself as a laborer. Think of yourself as an inventor. Don't think of yourself as a doer. Think of yourself as a creator again. Don't think of yourself as a, I'm stuck. I can't think of I can't think of another one. But what I'm saying is, look at yourself as two different people, like the bridge and the river. See yourself as two separate entities, two separate source entities. One is the worker. The other is the creator. When you can do that, when you can separate the two, although it is married together in us, our essence, our creative essence is married within our physical body, right? But when you can understand the difference, when you can separate the difference, when you can stand on that bridge, as I said earlier, when you can stand on the bridge, which is your physical body, and you can look down into the water, and you see the water flowing under the bridge. They are separate, but they are one. They are separate, but they are one. You can't have the photograph of a bridge over the water without the bridge or without the water. The water is life. The water is creation. The water is exploration. The water is your subconscious flowing all the time. I want to make a really good point. People say, well, you're going to be successful if you believe in yourself. I don't like that statement. It's not about believing in yourself. You don't need to believe in yourself. You already do believe in yourself. It's not about doubt. It's this whole thing about having a better life or creating a better life or having whatever you want or creating what you want. It's not about doubting yourself. It's not about being insecure. That's not what this is about. All the doubt and all the insecurities and all that, it's all about believing yourself. All that will disappear if you just let your subconscious mind do the work and hand it over to the worker. All that will disappear if you hand it over to your subconscious mind. Okay? I'm going to give you another example. You're painting a painting. Even if you're not a painter, let's say you're a painter. And you got your canvas, and you got your paints, and you got your paint brushes, and you got your easel, and you're all set up, ready to go. You got your apron on with paint all over it, right? And you're gonna make a painting. And you have literally a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas. That would be the bridge. The easel would be the bridge. The paint, the brushes are the bridge in my metaphor, in my explanation. You've got a blank canvas. And if you're an artist or if you're not an artist, the best way to become a great artist is to tap into the subconscious first, not paint from the physical. Tap in from the subconscious first. Do not paint from the physical view. Don't paint the bridge. Anybody can paint the bridge. You're being a copier. You're reproducing something. That's what you're doing. You're not creating anything. I'm going to paint a bridge. There's a bridge. I'm going to paint the bridge. There's a vase and flower. I'm going to paint the vase. You're not creating anything. You're reproducing something. Back to the blank canvas. If you want to be a great painter, I'm use this as an example. You can do anything. You want to be a great painter. Start with a blank canvas. Dip your brush and pick a color. I don't care. Green, blue, purple. Let's use blue. I don't care. Or red. I don't care. Just go for it. Just take it and just make a line on the canvas. And then just look at that line and say, what does that represent? And your subconscious mind will go, boom. That's a lightning. That's lightning. Or that's wind. Or that's a leaf of a tree. Or that's rain. Or you're stuck. Make another line, different color. What is that? Van Gogh did this. Van Gogh was amazing at this. He knew that. He understood how to tap into the subconscious mind to become a great painter. Because being a great painter isn't a physical thing. It's tapping into your subconscious creativity. So if you have a blank canvas, I don't care if you're a painter or not, just do this as an experiment. Do it as an experiment, because what it will do, it will open up your subconscious mind. It's like before you go to bed and you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to put these thoughts in my subconscious mind. That's fine. You can do that. But you can also do it on a physical. You can do it physically. You can push your subconscious mind to the boundaries by doing physical things. You can push your subconscious mind to create things by doing physical things. That's the painting. That is the painting example. Take a blank canvas, just a blank canvas, and start painting. And you will start seeing things. You'll start creating on the canvas. Oh, that could be a tree. That could be a boat. That could be a cloud. It's sort of like when you're out in the middle of a park, and you're laying on your back when you're a kid, and you're looking at the clouds and go, oh, look, I see an eagle. And your friend goes, oh, look at that. I see a cow. But is it a cow? Is it an eagle? No. It's a cloud. But your subconscious mind sees something different. What I'm trying to get at in this video, and I'm sorry for my stuttering, but I just get excited about all this. What I'm trying to explain to you in this video is this. Do physical things that will tap into your subconscious mind. Do physical things that make you tap into your subconscious mind. Anything you want to do, painting, building. Let's say you want to build something. I don't care what it is. You want to build a doghouse. You want to paint your baby's room. You got a new baby. You got a brand new baby, and you got to. You're not ready yet. There you are. The baby's here. Bobby's here. He's crying. We don't have the room ready. Oh my God, what are we going to do? But because of that, I don't want to say pressure, but because of the situation that you're in, your subconscious mind's going to go. It's like lightning. It starts thinking of all these things we can do for Bobby's room. Oh yeah, back to the clouds. We can put clouds on the wall. He would love that. We would love that. It fits in the room. All of a sudden, your mind starts exploding. All kinds of concepts, all kinds of ideas. Where does that come from? It comes from the physical movement. Physical movement creates your world. We are physical creatures. We always have to move. We live in a physical world. Our bodies. We live in a physical world. But the problem with that is this. We let our minds get stuck in that physical world. I'm stuck in this job. I'm stuck in this relationship. I'm stuck in this marriage. I'm stuck in this town. You're not stuck. You are physically stuck, but you are not stuck. You are not stuck. You are physically stuck. Either because you put yourself there, somebody put you there, you grew up there, whatever, you are physically stuck. Geographically, physically stuck. But are you? In your mind. You might have said earlier in the video about the bridge. The bridge is you, your worker, your body. That's the bridge. And the water, the river flowing under is your subconscious. It's always going. It's always trying to find the answers. It will always find the answer for you. It will always find the answer for you. But only if you allow it to. If you allow your physical form to be stuck, that is on you. That's on your physical form. Break out of the physical form and tap into the subconscious form of your being. Break out of your physical form. I know we are physical creatures. We're physical. I've got fingers. We have to be physical. That's who we are. We're alive. We're human. We're an organism. We're an organism, right? We're alive. I got a heart. I got lungs. I got this, and I got skin. I got eyes. I got a nose. I got a hat. That's me. I have to be in a physical form to exist. I have to be in a physical form to exist. But I don't have to accept my physical form to create. We have to be in a physical form to exist, to eat, to sleep, to have a family, to fall in love, to find somebody, do what I want to do physically. The world's a physical place. The earth, the chair, the air, the camera, my hat. We live on a physical world. But we can make that physical world better, amazing, extraordinary, incredible, if we tap into our subconscious world. That is the river of our life. The bridge is just our body. But without the bridge, you wouldn't have the river. Without the land on the side of the river, you wouldn't have the river. It's all together. It's all woven together. But we as human beings want to do everything on a physical force. Physical force. And force does not work. I mean, it might work when you're opening a jar. That's not what I'm talking about. Emotional force. Wars and hatred and domination. All this stuff. None of it works. It never did, it never will. But we because we live on a physical plane, in a physical world, we think, well, we need to control this. We got to control. We're going to be in control of this. But you're really not. We're not in control of it. What's in control of it is our internal essence. Our subconscious power. That is what controls everything. So in closing this video down, this is your homework. I want you to create your story. I don't want the story to create you. You know, so many people, they get older and they talk about their past. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, and this happened to me, and I did this, and I did that. Create your story. Don't let your story become you. You create your story. Don't let somebody else's story become you. Don't let your fear create your story. If you hear a little dog in the background, that's my neighbor's dog barking. His name is Jojo. Bark, bark. He's cute. So you have the capacity, you have the ability. We as human beings, I don't know about any other animals, I don't know. But as human beings, I do know, you have the ability to create your story, your life, your purpose, your future, your happiness, your sadness, your dilemmas, your pain, your suffering. You have the choice to do that. Let me use my finger. It is by your choice that you accept that into your life. No matter how good things are or how bad things can be. No matter how good things are or how bad things can become for you. It is your acceptance of it that creates the pain for you. It's an acceptance of it that creates the wonderment for you. It is the acceptance of it that creates the amazing life for you. And it all starts with your subconscious mind. This is just the machine. We are just the machine. We are the bridge. You are the bridge. The river is your subconscious mind, always looking for something to create, always looking for something to finish, always looking for something to build, always looking for something to understand or invent or reveal. Let your subconscious reveal the brilliance of you. Let your subconscious mind reveal the brilliance of you. Like I said earlier with the painting, that's a good example. You can do with anything, I don't care. But if you're going to take a canvas, a blank canvas, and your paints, do not paint something that you see. Paint something that you can imagine. Do not paint something that you see. You have a blank page. Do not color within the lines. Do not draw within the lines. Let your mind create the lines. Let your mind create the puzzle. Let your mind create the brilliance. That's within you already. You just have to allow yourself to do that. And you can do it with a painting. You can do it with anything. That's why I don't really like puzzles. I really don't like puzzles. Because puzzles, it's letting your mind being the engineer in a way, and you got to put the puzzle, you got to think about where the pieces go. But you're not creating anything. You're recreating something. So as I close this video down, I want you to think in terms of not recreating anything, but creating something. Don't be a recreation of something. Don't be a copy of something. Don't recreate anything. You're not a copy machine. You're a human being. You have a creative mind. So when you go to bed at night, just think of something you want to create from scratch. Lay in bed. Think of something I want to create from scratch. Okay? Here's another really good example. And I've said this in, I think, other videos. It's Christmas Eve. Dad's in the garage. Dad's in the garage. He's running out of time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Kids are asleep. Mom's asleep. And he's wrapping. He's putting a bite together. Doing all kind of stuff, getting ready for Christmas morning for the kids. They come out and see the tree and go, wow, look at that. Okay. So And they've got a bunch of big boxes, and it's all under the tree. It's all ready to go. And this is really good. This is a really good example of creativity. So Christmas comes, the kids run down the stairs. Let's say Bobby and Susie, and Susie gets what she wants, and Bobby gets what he wants, and they're out there. Now it's 3 or 4 hours later. They're all in the driveway, and they're playing with the bicycles. They're doing the roller skates. They're doing whatever they want to do. And then many hours later, Dad had got Mom. This happens all. Dad had bought Mom a surprise of why he was in the garage. Dad had bought Mom a new washer and dryer. Okay, and he had it delivered. He had to set it up. And it's big giant boxes that the washer and the dryer were in. He put them in the backyard. Here it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Bobby and Susie are not playing with the bikes and the roller skates and the skateboards anymore. They're playing with the box. They're making a fort out of they're making a house out of the box. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because that's the creative part of the human essence. They're creating something out of nothing. They're making a house out of a box. They're making a fort out of a box. The bike's already made. It's already there. You just got to learn how to ride it. Be creative. So here, Mom and Dad looking out the window go, what the hell? We spent $1,000 on toys for the kids and they're playing with a damn box. And they're getting mad. Don't get mad. It's something to be happy for. Because your kids are being creative. They're not being robots. I'm on my bike like everybody else. They go, okay. Mom, I want to borrow some dishes. I'm going to bring them in the house. I want to make tea in the house. Me and my brother are going to play Mom and Dad in the house. That's their subconscious mind just went on like the light bulb. They dropped their bicycles and they went on like the light bulb and they saw oh wow, we can play with that. We can make that a house. That's their mind working. That is their mind working on a subconscious level. And it made them see that. They wanted to create that. That's what you got to tap into. But we are building a society now, which is horrible, because we're not allowing anybody to be creative anymore. We are going down a very dark road because we're not allowing our society to be creative anymore. You can't fix your car anymore. You can't fix your television anymore. You can't fix your computer anymore. You got a toaster, you throw it out. You have to buy a new one. You want a hairdryer. Years ago, my mom and dad used to tinker and fix it. My dad take stuff in the garage and he'd fix it. It was creative. He figured out a way to fix things. We're losing that in our society. We don't have that anymore. It's all about, throw it away, buy another one. And we're building a society of morons. We're building a society of moronic people that can't do anything because they believe they're not allowed to think beyond their own purpose, which is being preached to them what they're going to be. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're not allowed to think. That brings me to, I'm going to close the video now. That brings me to my philosophy, the Common Point philosophy. It's about being a free thinker. A free thinker. We want to remain free thinkers. So become part of the Common Point philosophy. Fight it. Fight it tooth and nail. Let me close real quick. Your stream of consciousness. Pick something that you want to do that you have to create. Okay? Like the painting. Anything. I don't care what it is. A garden. If you do a garden, make it creative. So at the end of this video, like I said, at night, shut off your thoughts. Just shut off your thoughts. Shut off your body. Turn it off like a valve, like a switch. Turn the physical body. The bridge is closed. The bridge has closed. and just think in terms of that stream of consciousness, which is that water, that stream, that river that's going. Think of that river that's going, and just lay in bed and think of yourself on your back. You are on your back, and you're literally just floating down the river. You're floating down the river, and you're floating down the river. And as you're floating down the river, not even thinking about it, when you wake up, you'll think of something that's amazing. I do that with my song. I'll come up with a whole song. Oh, there's an idea. I'll come up with a recipe. There's an idea. I'll come up with something I want to create or build or fix. There's an idea. Oh, I solved the problem. I woke up that morning and I solved the problem. That math problem, that engineering problem, that physical problem, that health problem, whatever problem you have, whatever dilemma you have, don't think about that. Just put yourself in that state of just being in your subconscious mind. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Not the bridge, the water. Just see yourself floating on the water. Do it for 10 to 15 minutes at night. Do it 10 to 15 minutes in the morning. And you will literally be walking to work, driving to work, at work, doing the laundry, and all of a sudden, bam, the light bulb will go on. Oh yeah, I know. Now I know. Now I remember that. I remember that. I remember. Now I know how to do that. Now I remember that. I remember Grandma's recipe. Damn, I thought I forgot that. That was like 60 years ago. It's all there. It is all in your. All that is in your subconscious mind. It's all there. But you have to shut off the machine to get to it. That is the door. That is the door. That is the elevator. That's the escalator. That's the stairs. That's the airplane. That's the trip. That's how you get there. Is you shut off the physical body. When you shut off the physical body and let it rest, your mind will blurb out what you are looking for. Trust me. Do it in the evening and do it in the morning. And also like I said earlier, take a blank canvas. Don't paint the vase, just paint. Gotta go. Love you guys. All this is in my book, The Book of Common Point. Love you guys. I have 2 channels. I have this channel, The Book of Common Point. I have a second channel called Luke W. Warm in the Biscuits. Luke W. Warm in the Biscuits. That's me doing stand-up comedy. Check him out down there in the show notes. Also, if you like to listen to my music, my songs, my recorded songs, and me singing songs that I write, my own original material, go to my song playlist, somewhere up there under John's Songs playlist. Click and listen to my songs. There's a song in there called Blaming on the Moon. It is played all over the world. It's out there. It's cute. It's a little country song. How thoughts become real. That's this video. How your thoughts become physical things. How your thoughts become real. Rewind and listen. And I explained it. Have a good day. Bye now.